Have you ever wondered if there is a simple, natural and tasty drink that can help with diabetes control? If the answer is yes, then you are in the right place. In today's video, we are going to talk about the 5 best teas for diabetics, options that, besides being delicious, help control blood sugar levels in a natural and practical way. These teas are not only allies in hydration, but also have properties that act directly in regulating blood glucose, in metabolism, and even in overall well-being. Being easy to find, they can be prepared at home and fit perfectly into a healthy routine. If you have diabetes, or even if you want to prevent blood sugar spikes, stay with us until the end. We are going to explore each tea, explain why they work, how to consume them daily, and what the real benefits are for your health. Grab a cup of hot water and come discover which teas deserve a special place in your routine. 1. Cinnamon tea. Cinnamon tea is one of the favorites when it comes to blood glucose control, and it is no wonder. Besides being a common ingredient in many kitchens, cinnamon has medicinal properties that make it an excellent ally for those living with diabetes. But what makes cinnamon tea so special? The answer lies in the bioactive compounds present in the spice, especially cinnamaldehyde. This compound helps improve insulin sensitivity, which means the body can use the sugar present in the blood more efficiently. This helps reduce circulating glucose levels, avoiding dangerous spikes for those with type 2 diabetes. Moreover, studies indicate that cinnamon may help slow the digestion and absorption of food in the intestines, contributing to a slower and more controlled release of glucose into the bloodstream, facilitating blood sugar control. Another important benefit is its anti-inflammatory action, which can help protect the body against common complications of diabetes, such as cardiovascular problems and chronic inflammations. In practice, cinnamon tea can be made by boiling 1 stick of the spice in water for about 10 minutes. It can be consumed hot or cold, plain or with a slice of lemon to add a special touch. Ideally, it should be taken between meals, avoiding the use of sugar or artificial sweeteners. Simple, aromatic, and full of benefits, cinnamon tea is a great choice to help control blood sugar and bring more flavor and health to your daily life. 2. Mate tea. Mate tea is a true classic, very popular in several regions of the world. But what not everyone knows is that it can also be a great ally for those with diabetes. The main highlight of mate tea lies in its rich antioxidant composition. It is full of polyphenols, especially matine, a compound similar to caffeine, which helps stimulate metabolism, promoting fat burning and improving glycemic control. This is fundamental for people with type 2 diabetes, since being overweight and insulin resistance are directly linked to the worsening of the disease. Another interesting benefit is that mate tea acts on the digestion of carbohydrates, helping to avoid blood sugar spikes after meals. Some studies also suggest that it may have a slight hypoglycemic effect, meaning it helps to reduce circulating glucose in the body. And it doesn't stop there. Mate tea is also a source of theobromine and saponins, compounds that have anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular protective effects, 2 essential factors for those with diabetes. But how to consume mate tea in the most beneficial way? The best way is to prepare it naturally with dried yerba mate leaves. Avoid ready-to-drink industrialized versions, which often come loaded with sugar. An interesting tip is to combine mate tea with lemon or mint to give it a more refreshing flavor, especially on hot days. Thus, besides helping control blood sugar, you also get a tasty and energizing drink. For those seeking more energy and wanting to take care of blood glucose naturally, mate tea is an excellent choice. 3. Chamomile tea. You might know chamomile tea is a calming drink, ideal for drinking before bed. But what many do not know is that it can have powerful effects on glycemic control, being an excellent choice for those living with diabetes. Chamomile contains antioxidant compounds such as flavonoids, mainly apigenin, which help reduce inflammation in the body and protect the beta cells of the pancreas, those responsible for producing insulin. Studies show that regular consumption of chamomile tea can help lower fasting blood sugar levels and even improve the lipid profile, which is essential for diabetics who also need to take care of cholesterol and triglycerides. Another important point is the natural calming effect of the tea. For those with diabetes, stress and anxiety can contribute to glucose elevations, since the body releases hormones like cortisol in response to stress. In this sense, chamomile tea can help balance body and mind, promoting a healthier internal environment for sugar regulation. Chamomile tea can be consumed daily, preferably at night or during moments of pause throughout the day. Simply prepare the infusion with dried flowers or natural tea bags, letting it steep for about 5 to 10 minutes. A practical tip is to combine chamomile tea with a relaxation routine before bedtime, such as light reading or a few minutes of meditation. Thus, besides sleeping better, you indirectly contribute to better diabetes control. Simple, accessible, and full of benefits, chamomile tea goes far beyond its calming effect. It takes care of the mind, metabolism, and blood sugar balance, making it an excellent option to integrate into the daily routine of those living with diabetes. 4. Green tea. Green tea is a true symbol of natural health, and with good reason. Rich in powerful antioxidants such as catechins, it stands out as a functional drink that can greatly help in diabetes control. The main catechin present in green tea is epigallocatechin galat, a substance with proven effects in improving insulin sensitivity and reducing glucose levels. In other words, it acts directly on the two main challenges faced by those with diabetes: the excess of circulating sugar and the body's difficulty in processing that sugar efficiently. Moreover, green tea speeds up metabolism, aiding in weight loss, a key factor for many diabetics, since being overweight is closely linked to insulin resistance. It also helps control cholesterol levels, reducing the risk of cardiovascular diseases, which are more common among people with diabetes. Another important point is green tea's effect on digestion. It can help reduce the absorption of carbohydrates in the intestines, preventing glycemic spikes after meals. This means that the sugar from food is released more slowly into the bloodstream, making insulin's job easier. To take advantage of these benefits, the ideal is to consume 2 to 3 cups of green tea per day, away from main meals, to avoid interfering with iron absorption. It can be consumed hot or cold, plain or with a touch of lemon, ginger or mint to vary the flavor. But attention, green tea contains caffeine, so it is better to avoid consuming it at night to not disturb sleep. It is also important not to overdo it. Excessive consumption can cause gastric irritation or palpitations in more sensitive people. Always remember, balance is the key. Green tea is a powerful choice for those seeking a healthier life with diabetes. It combines science, flavor, and tradition, being one of the most complete beverages when it comes to metabolic balance and glycemic control. 5. Black tea. Black tea, although one of the most consumed in the world, is often overlooked when it comes to metabolic health. However, it also offers valuable benefits for those living with diabetes, especially when consumed consciously and naturally. Just like green tea, black tea is derived from the Camellia sinensis plant, but undergoes an oxidation process that intensifies its flavor and color. This transformation also enhances certain beneficial compounds, such as flavonoids and theaflavins, which have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory actions. The highlight of black tea for diabetics is its ability to modulate glucose absorption in the intestines. Research indicates that regular consumption of the beverage can help reduce blood sugar spikes after meals, promoting a more controlled glycemic response. Furthermore, there are indications that black tea can also improve insulin function, making it more efficient at transporting glucose into the cells. Another important benefit is the gentle stimulation of metabolism, thanks to the presence of caffeine, which can help in fat burning and weight maintenance, important factors in controlling type 2 diabetes. To include black tea in your routine, It's recommended to prepare it with loose leaves or in tea bags, letting it steep for about 3 to 5 minutes. Ideally, avoid sweeteners and consume it outside of major meal times, especially for those with iron absorption issues. It is worth remembering that because it contains caffeine, black tea should be consumed in moderation, especially by those with high blood pressure or sensitivity to stimulants. 2 cups a day, well distributed, are enough to reap its benefits without excess. Elegant, aromatic and functional, black tea concludes our list on a high note. It is yet another natural tool that can contribute to blood sugar control, the reduction of inflammation, and the overall well-being of those living with diabetes. So which of these teas were you already familiar with, or do you consume in your daily life? Tell us in the comments. Your experience can help other people who are also looking for more health and balance in diabetes management. If you enjoyed this content and want to receive more practical tips about food, healthy drinks, and natural care for diabetics, don't forget to like this video, share it with those who need it, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. This way, you help us continue producing relevant and quality content, always focused on well-being and a healthier life. Remember, every small step counts. Including a natural tea in your routine may seem simple, but when done consciously, it can make a big difference in your daily life and your long-term health. Take care with affection, keep your checkups up to date, and continue seeking knowledge. Here on the channel, you will always find support, reliable information, and tips that really make a difference. A big hug, and see you in the next video with more guidance designed especially for you who live with diabetes.